Hello everyone, hey, how y'all doing? We're getting ready to get into today's meal and do some good cooking today. That's all. Our goal today is to put together a couple of cube steaks. And get this wiped off real good first. You always want to have a clean counter when you cut meat. Turn the music up. I like to have a little jazz playing. Yeah. So our goal is that we're going to put together a couple of steaks for the grill. And once we do that, so I already got my fire going. It's good and hot outside. Yeah. Clean that up real good. Then dry it off. All right. Okay. Good. Now we're going to do some cabbages and get them moving. I like good old-fashioned applewood smoke, right? Bacon. You can get Jimmy Dean or whichever you choose, right? And these are gonna cook. Wife is gonna be watching out for these. But we're gonna put some cabbage down. And I don't know about y'all, but some people like to crisscross their bacon. I don't really crisscross. I don't lay them across each other. You know. But I do like to get them apart so that they'll cook right and well. And it depends on your preference when it comes to you know, what meat you like in your cabbages. We have some cabbage, and I don't like the cabbage to sit around too long. When that cabbage sit around too long, well, mainly because I like to eat cabbage. I like cabbage. And sometimes you can mix it. But I like bacon in my cabbage. Lots of bacon. So I'm getting this ready for the wife. And she's gonna watch this. So it's not cooking really fast, okay guys? Okay. Okay. So that's not cooking really fast. Matter of fact, we'll make sure that's cooking down low. So as you see, I only use a half a pack, right? Take that and wrap that over. Put that back here. And every once in a while, if you're like us, you find you a couple of good choices of steak. And I found a couple of nice pork shoulders. A couple of pork shoulders, beef steak, right? pork steak, pork chola. I know that was delicious right there. Now, young McCree just called me and put me on FaceTime, and he got a stewed rabbit he cooking over there. He's doing a rabbit. He likes to cooking the exotic foods like I do. I grew up in the country, and I love it. I grew up loving it, you know. And we got these nice choices of you don't want them to be too wet, right? All right. You do want, because you want your seasoning to stick. Right? That's why you need a good clean countertop, so you can maneuver however you like. Right? Okay. Okay. All right. I got some nice brisket rub here, but you know, I'm gonna use some good steak seasoning. I'm gonna use some brown bourbon sugar, and I think I'm gonna use a little bit of steak seasoning, a little bit of old school steak seasoning. I don't have my own mix like I had earlier. I had made me a little mix, so I'm about out of that. So I have to kind of improvise a little bit because I don't want my fire to get too cool outside. Now, if you want to go by Trader Joe's here in St. Pete, Trader Joe's have what they call everything but ELO seasoning, right? Trader Joe's. So we're gonna throw a little bit of everything on this here, right? Okay. You should smell that bacon. Oh my God. So we're gonna get that done. And make sure we get enough on here because we want these steaks to be nice, tender, and juicy. We're gonna throw a little bit of a brown sugar bourbon, right? Brown sugar bourbon. You see that? You don't want to overdo it too much, right? Right. You just want enough on there for it to give you that flavor. Give you that flavor that you want. Because I got some applewood smoked hickory applewood out there, right? Now what I'll usually do is I pick the meat up and I put it on top of the other, like that, right? One on top of the other, like that. Okay? Get a little seasoning on the top of the other, like that, and like that. Do that. I'll do that for a reason. Because now I can take this and do that, right? Turn it over. Take this, do that, turn it over. Do that, turn it over. Spread that seasoning. We don't lose nothing, right? That's why you have to have a clean counter. Do that. We don't lose nothing, right? We get everything. Now, what you need from there, I'm gonna put a little bit of sweet rub on it, right? Just a little bit, not much. Because we want that sweet taste, that sweet flavor on our steak tonight. And And once we get that sweet flavor on there. All right, we got a little bit on both sides now. Now we come with our steak. A little bit more of our steak seasoning, right? As you can see, not too hot though, because some of this come with a little pepper in it, and you don't want too much of that. Now, I was telling the wife the other day, we have to be very careful when we use these because it will make you think. It will give you the impression that you have put salt on them, but you haven't seasoned it, you flavored it. So you always want to make sure this is a sea salt, my wife's favorite. She loves sea salt. I don't, but I like it because she likes it. So whatever she likes, I love it. Right? We want the flavor to be nice and equal. Okay. Now where's my pan? This one? Oh yeah, there it is. We gotta go American. You know what stuff that's going on in our country right now, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna bed this with a little bit of salt, right? Now, because the other side didn't get salted, lay that there, put that there, put that there, and that one there, and that one there. Now, mind you, we still have to hurry because I got my fire roaring out there. It's good, but it's good. It's gonna burn the wood down. So, see, this is what's going on the grill. Can you see that? Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, make it hungry, doesn't it? Oh my God! Stop. So we'll put that there for right now. Now, put some of our seasonings back up. Okay. Get the counter clean real quick. Just a quick little wipe down. We're not gonna stay in there long. Just a quick little wipe down. I like having the freedom of a counter to season. A lot of people try to keep it over a bowl or over a pan or over something. I use a counter. When we had this put in, I wasn't sure I wanted granite, but my wife was very adamant about granite. She would like to have a piece of granite, and now I'm very glad. I listened. I didn't want to go with the granite because granite is expensive. I didn't want to go with it, but it makes so much better of a cutting board. You wouldn't believe. Oh my God. Okay? Okay, so we got that. So here's what we're going to do. And I'm heading out. I'm heading to the grill. We're almost there. Okay. Our drinks for tonight, they're going back in these containers. What we're going to do tonight is we're going to take this wonderful guava nectar, right? I'm just going to poke a hole in it.
Was that clean?
Yes, it's clean. It's going to be clean. So we both be talking about clean here, right? It's clean. So I'm just going to poke a little hole to get it open. I don't want to waste too much time. So this is the guava nectar, right? Look at that. Mmm. Oh, you ought to smell that. Mmm. This is going to be good. We'll be able to pour cups of it when we come back. And this is the mango nectar, right? Wish I had a ginger ale pour in here.
What about some cranberry juice?
Cranberry juice? I hate that stuff. Not our cranberry juice. Our cranberry juice is 100%. So this, oh,
That would balance
you
it
gotta
out.
see this. Huh?
That might balance it out.
Balance it out.
The cranberry.
This is you mean because it's very sweet? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mango nectar and guava nectar, right? So we make sure we get these off so we can fill them back up. Right? What goes in must come out. What comes out must go in, right? Okay. Where's our dippers? My wife knows where everything is. Where's the dippers? I don't know. Now what we want to do with this is, we just want to mix it. We want to try a little bit of cranberry juice in it. So this is guava, pineapple, and mango nectar. Oh, this looks so good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? Can y'all see that? Okay, so we made it outside. And sorry for the interruption there, but we're moving kind of fast. And when you're moving fast, technology don't agree sometimes. So we're putting our sticks on right now. We're going to let them cook. Right? This is a makeshift grill that I kind of put together because I can't always go out the norm, or to. I got a little smaller grill, a couple of smaller grills that I can use. But I built this one specifically because I want to be able to do what you're about to see me do next. Right? I want some flavor in here, right? So I got me some good hickory oak in there. Okay? Now, let me that. So I like applewood. That's my favorite. But I also like mesquite when I'm outside in the air in the wind, right? So if I got a live fire going, I don't need a whole lot, right? I don't need a whole lot. What I want to do is, I want this fire. I want this fire to give me the flavor of the oak chips that I like, right? I want the oak chips that I like. This is mesquite. Since it's far enough away from the fire, it will give me the flavor that I want. Okay? Soon you'll be able to smell that aroma of the mesquite coming up. Cook the applewood. That's it. That's what we want right there. We want. That's what we want. Yes. So we got the mesquite. and the apple flavor, the mesquite flavor going. I always, like I said, prefer the apple flavor over that. Fire's good and hot. Yeah. Yeah. Sizzling up just right. Yeah. So what it does to my hand is what it'll do to the meat. It's not cooking it too fast, and it's not burning it. It's gonna put that charbroil on there just right, slowly. And it's gonna cook the flavors right into that meat. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now, I went to Home Depot and they just bought me like 20 house blocks, right? Just kind of block them up and put those together. And talked with the neighbor, with some friends of mine. They told me they were mudded up, sort of like we see the people do on African Village. And mudded up, and we want you to keep wind. But I kind of like the wind because the wind to keep the fire gusting. When it seeps in the way it does, keep the smoke moving. So I kind of like that. As long as my temperature stay where I need it, I don't want it to take all day to cook either, right? But I want to make sure that it get the right kind of sizzle on it, and get the right kind of smoke and flavor in it, right? Yes. See that? That's coming right. See that? That's looking right. I hope y'all was able to see that. It's getting kind of dark out here. It's getting kind of dark out here. It's not too hot yet, but it's not too hot. But the flavor, see that flavor? Look at that. That's what you want it to do right there. You want your meat to remain moist inside, right? This is outdoor cooking. This is backyard wilderness cooking like this, right? So this is gonna cook for a little while. We're gonna eventually move back to the inside. We're gonna move back inside in a minute and let this cook for a few minutes. All right, let this sit on this side for a few minutes. Which is what we need. This is what we do. Okay. That's what we need. Okay. Doing exactly what we do. So we're gonna let that cook for a little while. We're gonna head back into the kitchen and get the guac. Come on. You gonna help me with this? We're gonna head back into the kitchen.
No, I'm gonna go do the cabbages and stuff.
Okay.
No sense.
I'm gonna head back into the kitchen and we're going to get the guava poured into the containers while we let that cook a little bit. Right? This is the best part of my life or my day is when I'm putting together a meal, either for people or for just me and the wife. All right? I'm moving back and forth here just a little bit. But sorry if the camera's too close. But we do our own filming, so just hang in there with me, and I'm going to go ahead and start the process of changing out the guava. I got it. Okay. Get out the way here. Am I in the way?
Yeah, I gotta get over that later.
This is the guava and the nectar. We're putting them back in the containers. So now it'll give us that big burst of flavor that we like, that we can store, right? Okay. Oh, that looks delicious. Don't that look good? It's good. Trust me, it's good. This is very, 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 very good. It's delicious. When I saw it, I couldn't believe what I was looking at. So we're going to have 2 nice containers filled with this. Just a little bit more there. Fill that up. Okay. Now they both will have the same drink. We're going to have plenty. Drink. I know one thing. If Carter was here right now, my grandson, he'll be asking me what I'm doing. Probably asking me for a little bit of orange juice. May I have some, please? I have to regrettably inform him that this is not orange juice, and it's probably something that kids your age don't like. Wow. Because, you know, our grandkids are very picky. They love what they love. At the end of every sentence is nuggets. Nuggets. We are almost home. Uh-oh, I hope I'm the rest of it here. In here like that. Y'all like my big pans? I caught them on a deal too, me and the wife. I asked my wife to get a couple of them because we need those pans. They're big. Woo, you know what I'm going to do? Leave me a little bit in here. I am. Because I'm going to drink it. You want to taste some? Big hand. I'm flipping this bacon over now. And I like cabbage. I like bacon in my cabbage. I grew up that way. I don't know. Maybe I saw my sisters or my mom and them do it, but so back then we didn't have no YouTube to watch, right? We only had our parents to watch. And when our parents wasn't around, it was our sisters or our big brothers we had to watch. That's all we had. Right? We're going to let those cook down. It's almost to where we want it. And we're going to throw the cabbage in. Don't take cabbage long to cook. It don't take cabbage long to cook. I'm going to go run out here real quick. Check on the steak. After I indulge again. Guava mango and pineapple. We are living the island dream. Y'all know that? Well, where did the lid go? Woo! That's good. Take that off the fire. Turn it off for a second. So that's one lid. Was there another lid like this one? Okay, well, I'm misplaced the other lid, I guess. So that was good to go. Found it. So now we have a good old guava, pineapple, mango mix juice. They can start getting cool. Woo. That's gonna go good with a nice couple of cubes of ice. Right? Now, it's a little bit dark outside, so I want to take the camera out. I may have to turn it off for just a couple of minutes, and I'll be back with the finished product. Okay? So stick around. I'll be right back.